A lot of people are starting to get a little complacent. Where is the rain?
Yeah.
We need some rain. I want to show you some stats here. This graphic kind of tells you everything you need to know. During this time of year, we're usually entering the wet season. That arrow says right now that's roughly where we are in terms of frequency of rainfall. Typically during this time of year, about 40% of the days are wet versus dry. So that's over a third of the days. Over 1 in 3 days are usually wet. We haven't had rain, well, in over a week now, and we haven't had any rain this month. And there's really no sign of rain coming for the next 7 to 9 days or so. I am thinking, though, around October 21st, 22nd, that's when we could start to see a big change in our weather pattern. But until then, I would expect a lot of warm afternoons, cool nights, and dry conditions. This is a live look now from our Solar Family Estate camera in Dayton. We're down to 52. I think a few more spots at least will drop into the 40s briefly this morning. We tend to cool down up until about sunrise, and that's when things start to warm back up. Most of the coast is starting off in the 40s. Interior valleys are generally in the 50s, and we're seeing a mixed bag of the 40s, 50s, and even a couple of low 60s in central and eastern Oregon. Here's another live look outside, this time from our Shiloh Winds camera in Seaside. The northern Oregon coast is in the mid-40s, 46 out there. We have dry weather playing out. A few spots along the coast and up into the Cascades saw a little bit of light shower activity over the past 12 hours. But other than that, our western valleys and most of central and eastern Oregon stayed dry with that relatively dry cold front that slid through over the past 12 hours. The coast is looking at partly cloudy skies this morning in some cases and some patchy fog, but other than that, you'll see a lot of sunshine this afternoon, and temperatures will max out between the low to mid 60s. Our western valleys are also going to deal with partly cloudy skies this morning, a mostly sunny afternoon. It'll turn a bit hazy with some of that wildfire smoke coming off of the fire burning, the Nakia Creek fire burning in the southern Washington Cascade. So air quality may diminish a bit later on. The gorge is looking at some hazy conditions, lighter wind today, highs in the low to mid 70s. It's going to be a nice day around the Mount Hood area with temperatures rising into the upper 50s to upper 60s in the foothills. And you folks in eastern Oregon will deal with some hazy conditions, but a pretty comfortable afternoon with temperatures ranging between the upper 60s to low 70s. Our 7-day forecast shows a stretch of dry weather setting up, and it's going to turn pretty warm, especially for this time of year, Wednesday through Sunday with highs right around 80 degrees, overnight lows in the 50s, and by Monday we'll start to cool down a little bit more. Tony? Yeah.